today with Chris Collins talking about pyramid schemes. Chris was a high school math teacher, so he's in a unique position to explain how these schemes actually function. Chris, how do pyramid schemes typically get started?
Well, typically they get started by a very charismatic figure who wakes up one morning and decides that he or she wants to get rich.
Okay, and how exactly do they do that?
Well, they start by forming a club that people have to pay membership fees in order to join.
But people join clubs all the time. What exactly is wrong with that?
Well, this is a special kind of club because when you join this club, you then get the right to go out and sell memberships of your own and collect fees.
So are you saying that every new member then recruits other members?
Correct. And so the initial founder will recruit people. They then go out and recruit more people. Each of them goes out and ideally recruits more people, and the pyramid grows in size.
Gotcha. So when these new recruits are coming in and they're paying this money, what's happening to the money from the new members?
Well, part of it is being paid to the person who recruited them, but the rest of it flows up the pyramid, eventually reaching the top.
So you were a math teacher. Could you maybe use some actual numbers to help illustrate this?
Sure. So let's say the founder goes out and recruits 5 people. We'll call them first level recruits, and each one of them pays $100. The founder has now made 5 times 100, or $500.
Okay, and then what happens?
So then each one of the first level recruits goes out, and just to keep it simple, they each recruit 5 people. So now we've got 25 second level members. Now, each one of them is paid $100, so that's $2,500 new dollars that get distributed to the first level and the founder.
And where does that money go?
So let's say you get 40% when you recruit somebody. So 40% of that $2,500 or $1,000, that goes to the first level recruits. Now, since there's 5 of them, that's $200 each. They're actually ahead of the game. They paid $100 to join. They've already made $200, so they're $100 ahead of the game. But that leaves $1,500 left over. Right? $2,500 was paid by these second level recruits. Only $1,000 of that was paid out to the first level recruits. So that whole $1,500 goes upstream, and there's only one guy left at the top. So not only do you get the original $500 from the first group of people that he recruited, but now he's got $1,500 more from the second level.
I see. So basically what you're saying is that each new layer of recruits adds more and more money that flows upstream. Is that right?
Correct. So, the first level was 1, the founder. Then you've got 5 in that second level. We said there were 25 now in that third level, what we called second level recruits. If that same geometric expansion continues, you're going to have 125 people in the next level, 625 people under them. And you can see this thing gets ridiculous pretty quickly. And you've got tons and tons and tons of people all at the bottom who haven't made any money, and just a few people above them in comparison who have made lots of money.
Wow. So can this type of scheme be criminal?
Absolutely. Under both federal law as well as several states have laws against this.
But it's just the founder who can get in trouble, right? It's not anybody else in the pyramid. I mean, they're just victims, aren't they?
Yeah, so the founder's obviously going to be the top target. That's the person who came up with it. But each person in the level who's recruiting people under them to join is also responsible. I mean, because they've gone out and essentially victimized people. They've committed fraud themselves. The most fascinating part is, what about the people at the bottom who haven't recruited anybody? I mean, in theory, you would think they're just victims. But if they shared the same criminal intent to defraud, just because they sucked at being a recruiter doesn't get them off the hook. They can actually still be criminally responsible for conspiracy if they had the same intent when they joined the club.
Wow. That's pretty scary. It sounds like the best move here is to stay away from these schemes entirely. Is that right?
Absolutely. Get-rich-quick schemes are called schemes for a reason. There isn't any real benefit to anybody. There's no product being produced. There's no service that's being offered. There's no economic activity actually occurring. You've just got people who are joining for the hope that they can go out and defraud others. And as a result of that, that's why they're criminal.
Wow. Well, thank you, Chris, for explaining all of that. Just one final question. If somebody is watching this right now and they think that they've been victimized by a pyramid scheme or even by any other fake investment scheme, what should they do?
Well, they need to give me a call. I'll take a look at the facts of their case and see if there's anything that we can do to get them justice.
All right. Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome.